بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعزائي طلبة أولى ثانوي، معكم مستر عبد الرحمن جلال كيمستري تيتشر. إن شاء الله النهاردة بإذن الله هناخد درس جديد. إحنا خدنا المرة اللي فاتت في الفيديو اللي فات ionic equation. إن شاء الله هناخد النهاردة الجزء اللي بعد ionic equation وهو the mole. عشان نفهم the mole يعني إيه، what is meant by mole، وبنستخدمه في إيه وهو عبارة عن إيه. بنستخدم المول في إيه وهو عبارة عن إيه شباب. As we see in our title, the mole. What is meant by mole? We know all physical quantities around us have measuring units. Like mass has a measuring unit kilogram, gram, ton, and so on. Length has a measuring unit meter, centimeter, millimeter. Volume, cubic centimeter. So we have mg, its mass equal 24 and Cl equal 35.5. So the mass of only one molecule equal 24 of the measuring unit of the mass of the magnesium plus how many atoms of or how many ions of chloride ions inside these molecules? 2. So we have 2 times 35.5. So this mass equal 24 plus 71. So equal 95. But we have a measuring unit here. This is the mass of only one molecule. This is molecule. So we call it molecular mass. But here, the mass of one atom, so we call it atomic mass. And what is the difference between the mass of one molecule and the mass of one atom? The molecule or the mass of one atom, so we have only one atom, equal 24, but what is the measuring unit? E is M, AMU. And these three letters are abbreviated in only one letter, that is U. What is meant by U? It's called atomic mass unit. If I want to know 24 atomic mass unit equal how many grams? Equal 24 times 1.66 times 10 power negative 24 gram. So this is the mass of only one atom of magnesium. But what about the mass of one molecule or one formula unit of magnesium chloride? The same thing, equal 95 U, atomic mass unit. But we want to know how many grams or how many this amount represents in grams. So equal 95 times 1.66 times 10 power negative 24 gram. If I want to know this measuring unit in kilogram, so equal 95 times 10 times 1.66 times 10 power negative 27 kilogram. And also here 24 times 1.66 times 10 power negative 27 kilogram. This is the meaning of the atomic mass for each one of them, atom and molecule or formula unit. But we have here something is called mole. What is meant mole? Mole like dose. If we have a dose of pencil, a dose of t-shirts, a dose of slippers, and so on. Dose of anyone equal 12 units. But we have mole here is an amount of the substance that we have. Okay? So MgCl2, if we have 1 mole, this means that we have amount of MgCl2. We have some molecules of MgCl2. But how can we express the mole? If I said to you, can you give me 1 mole of magnesium chloride? You can't, because you don't know how can we measure 1 mole of magnesium chloride, or how can we get 1 mole of magnesium chloride. So we can express the amount of 1 mole of magnesium chloride or any substance by this rule. How? We will calculate the mass of this amount. How? In gram. Mg 24 plus 2 times 35.5. 24 is the mass of only magnesium ion, and 35.5 is the mass of only one of 2 ions of chloride. But we have here 2 ions of chloride, so 24 plus 2 times 35.5 equal 95. But 95 what? 95 gram per mole. So if I said to you, I want to get 1 mole of magnesium chloride, you will calculate, or you will estimate 95 gram for each 1 mole of this substance. Is it clear for you? So we can express the amount of 1 mole of any substance in grams, and this amount called molar mass. So we have 3 types of masses here. The mass of 1 atom, known as atomic mass. The mass of 1 molecule, known as molecular mass. And the mass of 1 mole, called or known as molar mass. So what is the measuring unit of each one of them? The measuring unit of atomic mass is U, or atomic mass unit. And what about the measuring unit of molecular mass? Is U also. So if we have only 1 atom or only 1 molecule, and this is impossible, its measuring unit is U. And the measuring unit of 1 mole is gram per mole. So let's take some examples to calculate the masses of 1 mole. Okay? Let's calculate these examples. Find the molar mass in 2 brackets كده for you, mass of 1 mole of each of the following. Number 1 is NaCl. Number 2 is MgOH by 2. Number 3 is CaCl2. Let's calculate the molar mass of each one of them. This means that we will calculate the mass of only 1 mole. So NaCl, we will get the weights of each one of them. Na equal 23, Cl equal 35.5, Mg equal 24, O equal 16, H equal 1, Ca equal 40. You will not memorize these numbers. They will give you in the exam, inshallah. So, what is the mass of 1 mole of sodium chloride? Equal Na, what is the mass of Na? Equal 23. But how many ions here? Only one. If we don't have any numbers, means 1. So we have only one ion of sodium. So plus chloride ion equal 35.5. How many ions of chloride? We don't have any number, so we have only one. So 23 plus 35.5 equal 58. Okay? The last one, calcium chloride equal, the mass of calcium is 40. So 40 plus Cl chloride equal 35.5. 35.5. But how many ions of chloride? 2. So times 2. 40 plus 75, 35.5 times 2 equal 111 gram per mole. So this is the method to calculate the molar mass of substance or any substance you have. But what about the molar mass of the substance in different physical states? Does the molar mass change by changing the molar mass of the substance? We will see it. So, the molar mass of the substance may be changed by changing the state of matter. Okay, as we will see in these examples. We have here two examples. Phosphorus and sulfur. Each one of them has atomic weight is P equal 31 and S equal 32. In the solid state of each one of them, they are monoatomic molecule. Monoatomic molecule. So each molecule of this substance consists of only one atom. So the molar mass of this substance is 31. But which measuring unit? Gram per mole. This is the measuring unit of 1 mole of phosphorus in solid state. So this is in solid state. In case of sulfur, also we have 32 gram per mole because it's monoatomic molecule. But in vapor state, we have a change here. In vapor state, phosphorus will be in this form. Each molecule consists of 4 atoms, so we call it tetraatomic. Molecule. But in case of sulfur, its formula is S8. Each molecule consists of 8 atoms. So if we want to calculate the molar mass of phosphorus in the vapor state, it will be another number from solid state equal 4 times 31 equal 124 gram per mole. So if I want to calculate the ratio between vapor state and solid state, it will be 4:1. 4 in vapor state, but 1 in solid state. In case of sulfur, we have 8 atoms in each molecule. So the molar mass equal 8 times 32 So the result is 256 gram per mole. So the molar mass of sulfur in vapor state equal to 156 gram per mole, but in solid state equal 32 gram per mole. So the ratio between sulfur in vapor state and solid state is 8:1. And vice versa, if we say the ratio between solid state and vapor state equal 1:8. And the same case here, vice versa. The solid state and vapor state, the ratio between them 1:4. But vapor state to solid state is 4:1. This is the two cases in our curriculum about solid state and vapor state, and the molar mass changes by changing the number of atoms in each molecule. This is for the molar mass. But how can we calculate the number of moles in a certain mass that can get? For example, find the number of moles in 117 gram of sodium chloride. And we have here Na equal 23 and Cl equal 35.5. How can we calculate this problem? The rule to calculate the number of moles of any substance, number of moles equal the mass of substance in grams divided molar mass. Again, number of moles of any substance equal what? Equal mass in grams divided molar mass. So if we put it in triangle like that, number of moles equal mass divided molar mass. Okay, so we can apply this rule in this problem. We have to find the number of moles. So N equal mass. What about the mass? 117 gram. What about the molar mass? Molar mass of NaCl, we will calculate it. NaCl. This is the formula of NaCl. Its molar mass equal 23 plus 35.5 equal 58.5. So the molar mass is 58.5 equal 117 divided 58.5 equal to what? 2 moles. This is the rule to calculate the number of moles of any substance. If we have the grams or mass divided molar mass, we can get the number of moles. If we want to calculate the mass of the substance, we have to get the number of moles times molar mass. Another example. Find the mass of 4 moles of CaNO3. And we have here Ca equal 40, N equal 14, O equal 16. How can we calculate the mass of 3 moles of calcium nitrate? We have number of moles or mass equal number of moles times molar mass. We have the number of moles that equal 3, but have that equal 4, sorry, but have calcium nitrate. We want to calculate its molar mass. So the molar mass of calcium nitrate equal Ca equal 40 plus how many nitrogen here? 2. So 2 times 14 plus how many oxygen here? This is time is here and time is here. 2 times 3 of oxygen equals 6. So A6 times 16. 40 plus 40 plus 28 plus 69 equal 137 gram. This is the mass of 4 moles of, this is only, sorry, the molar mass of this substance. So the mass equal 4 times 137, so equal 500 equal كم 48. So the mass of 4 times 137 equal 548 gram. This is gram per mole. Okay, so this is the examples of the rule of moles. Moles, or the number of moles, equal mass divided molar mass. Another example here, 2H2 plus O2 produce 2H2O. Amount of hydrogen reacts with amount of oxygen, produce water. In this type of problems, can ask me find the number of moles of water that is produced from reaction of $64 grams of oxygen with excess amount of hydrogen, and the masses H equal 1 and O equal 16. In this type of problems, how can we calculate the number of moles in this equation or this problem? The first step, we have to detect or determine the two substances which speaks about. So here, find the number of moles of what? Of water. So we have the first one that is produced from reaction of 64 grams of oxygen. This is the second substance with excess amount of hydrogen. With excess amount of any substance, we consider this substance, we will not find its mass or moles and so on, or its absent substance. Okay, so we have here these two substances, oxygen and water. We will get them like that, O2 with 2H2O. This is the first step. Oxygen and water by their numbers from the equation. Okay? The second step, which is the unknown substance here. Find the number of moles of what? Of water. So we will put X moles because this is unknown substance. This is unknown. Okay? So we put X moles, and X mole to represent the measuring unit of X that we want to calculate it. When what? When oxygen is 64 gram. 64 gram. Again, the first step, we detect the two substances which it speaks about, and we write the first unknown substance or the first unknown quantity by its measuring unit against or versus to the another known substance, because we have to calculate the number of moles. This is unknown substance or unknown quantity for us with known quantity that is 64 grams of oxygen. To calculate this problem, we have to get the reference of the calculation of this substance. What our reference in this calculation? This is the equation. So this equation represents two known amount. Why? If we calculate the mass of oxygen here in this equation, I2, so 2 times 16 equal 32. So we put 32 gram here. But how many moles that are produced from water in this equation? This number represents the number of moles that produced in this equation. So 32 grams of oxygen produces 2 moles of water. Again, 64 grams produces a known amount of moles that we want calculated, but 32 grams from the equation produce 2 moles of water from this equation. So we can make a comparison between these amounts to calculate the unknown mass of, or the unknown number of moles of water by cross multiplication here. So 2 times 46, 2 times 46 divided 32 equal X moles. So this rule equal, this is 1, this is 2, so equal 4 moles of water. This is the number of moles of water. Okay?